Hi everyone, Tony from Act the Movies here, back with another TV cut breakdown. Today we're going to be talking about Evil Dead 2, the Mexican television cut.
El despertar del diablo, segunda parte.
So I was first made aware of this by a good friend of the channel, Tyler Yost, who usually supplies me with TV cut and work prints. Yes, this is relatively new. I think it started making the rounds in 2016. Now, I'm going to go through what I thought was interesting in this TV version of the film. I'm not going to go through every single change. Of course, it has the changes you would expect. It cuts out a lot of the gore. It has alternate shots. They actually do a lot of like long tracking shots focused on objects and stuff to just kind of make up for the time that they lost cutting out all the violence. I'm not going to go through every single change. However, if you would like to see every single change, you can go to bookofthedead.ws. They have an entire list of all the changes in this TV cut and a breakdown. They even go into the history of how they were able to get it. Apparently, this was like a VHS that was copied off a TV that somehow made it to DVD and somehow made it online. I was able to find the scenes on Internet Archive. I think a guy, Garrett Gilchrist, uploaded it and tried to restore it. So it's out there. You can watch it. But going to that website is where I found this quote from Bruce Campbell, which was actually from his book, If Chins Could Kill. This is a quote by him. Editing Evil Dead 2 for television was an absurd endeavor. The film, in its uncut state, races on through so much carnage and mayhem without so much as a second glance from my character, and it all seems like a twisted Warner Brothers cartoon. Cutting the violence down and lingering on my horrified expression made the violence seem far more real and disturbing. Whatever the case, the film has never seen the light of network TV, and most likely never will. Wrong! We actually get to see more of the romantic side of Ash in this cut. He dances with Linda for a little bit, and then they get down and dirty on the cabin floor. If memory serves me right, the Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon, actually disappears after the scene when Ash first finds it next to the tape recorder. I always wondered what happened to it. Well, this version actually answers that question. The TV cut shows that Ash actually destroyed the book early on by throwing it in the fire like he did in the first movie. But just like in the first movie, it only kind of works briefly. I actually love this scene that's added of him eating cereal in the car while driving away. It's made even funnier by him choking on a toy that was in the box. After Ash kills Linda and the work shed turns red, they added an extra scene of him just having a breakdown for an extended period of time. Speaking of breakdowns, the long laughing scene goes on way longer. He even takes a break in the middle to catch his breath and then starts laughing again. I also like how in this version, the dagger and the random owl figure laugh directly at the camera. Okay, when I bought this DVD years ago, I watched one of the behind the scenes about like the effects they did for the movie, and they showed this footage of evil Ash eating a squirrel. It was definitely behind the scenes footage. It wasn't footage from the actual film camera. And it even said, this is the only existing footage of this scene. So for years, I was eager to know the context of the scene. Where did it fit in the movie? What is it all about? Well, I finally got my answer. In the TV cut, Annie is hiding from Evil Ash in the cabin and peeks out the window to find him eating a squirrel. And then he just kind of wanders off. There's not even really a close-up of him eating the squirrel. I'm not going to lie, after like 20-something years, I'm kind of let down. I thought there was going to be more to that. Now, there's a pretty funny continuity error in the theatrical cut of Evil Dead 2, where Annie just gets sprayed in just like a river of blood. And then she gets up and her outfit's like pretty much dry. In this TV cut, it's no longer a continuity error because she barely gets sprayed with blood at all. This one might be my favorite. As Ash is getting sent back in time, we get a bunch of flashing images of art and historic figures and photos as he goes back through the centuries. They even included production stills from Evil Dead 2 and pictures of the filmmakers and cast attending the Evil Dead 1 premiere. I kid you not. There's actually a review for Evil Dead 1 included in this montage. It's probably the most meta thing I've ever seen. So there you go, the Evil Dead 2 Mexican TV cut, or the severely edited for television version. Let me know what you think of this cut, or do you want to now check it out in its entirety? Have you seen it in its entirety? Was there like a big thing that I missed? Like I said, I didn't go through everything. I plugged that website so you can go there and see all of the changes they made. Or the changes that they listed. But yeah, this was fun to see. It's rare you get to see deleted scenes from certain movies. I mean, obviously these are scenes that were shot for the TV cut, but I think stuff like the squirrel and the book being thrown in the fire, I think they were meant to be included in the actual film. So it's kind of cool. A lot of times these TV versions are the only way you can find certain scenes. They don't make it onto DVDs or Blu-rays for whatever reason. I'm excited for the new Evil Dead movie coming out. Come back later this month, toward the end of the month. We will be doing Best Evil Dead Movie, and we will be including Evil Dead Rise into that video. So my official Evil Dead Rise review will be in that episode. Go check it out. We did a similar thing with Worst Predator. We reviewed Prey in our Worst Predator video, where we went through all of the Predator movies. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I do a podcast every Monday where we cover films, new and old, or sometimes we cover film topics, or we rank stuff and go best to worst. So subscribe if you want to hear that, or watch it. You can watch it on YouTube. You can hear it on your podcast app of choice. Just look up Hack the Movies wherever you go. Sign up for our Patreon. We got tons of bonus stuff and even more bonus stuff on the way. I just built my recording and stream area, which is really, really nice. So expect more commentary tracks and more live streams on Patreon and Twitch. I have started streaming on Twitch again. And yeah, I'm glad I got time to do another TV cut. It's been really busy over here the last few months with relocating and everything. But yeah, I'm excited to jump back in. I've got more TV cuts and work prints to go through. So subscribe if you want more of those. Okay, goodbye.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our other videos and Patreon page.